Good evening and welcome to the Northeast News Bulletin. This is Joshna Borua bringing to you the headlines first. Chandrayaan-3's Pragyan rover confirms presence of sulfur in lunar surface near South Pole. Election Commission of India reviews poll preparedness in Mizoram, issues guidelines to state officials. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma inaugurates Northeast longest flyover in Guwahati. Northeastern states join the nation to celebrate Raksha Bandhan. And Asia Cup 2023 kicks off from today. India-Pakistan to lock horns in Kandy on 2nd September. The Indian Space Research Organization ISRO has said the Pragyan rover's laser-induced breakdown spectroscope confirmed the presence of sulfur in the lunar surface near the South Pole through the first ever in situ measurements. In a social media post, ISRO said the rover spectroscope also detected aluminium, calcium, ferrous, chromium, titanium, manganese, silicon and oxygen as expected. It added that the search for hydrogen is underway. External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar has dismissed the so-called 2023 standard map released by China that lays claim to India's territories, saying that making absurd claims does not make other countries' territories as theirs. Dr. Jaishankar said China has a habit of releasing such maps and told China that merely including other countries' territories in its map meant nothing, as the territories are very much part of India. He said the government of India is very clear about what is needed to defend its territory. Chief Election Commissioner Rajiv Kumar, along with Election Commissioners Anup Chandra Pandey and Arun Goyal, today addressed a press conference in Mizoram regarding the preparedness for the upcoming state assembly polls. They issued directions to the district election and police officials to ensure inducement-free elections. The officials were told to ensure level playing for all parties and candidates, identify and assess reasons for low voter turnout polling stations, share electoral rolls with all parties, and respond immediately to fake news.
The General Agency and rest of all our 39 ST constituencies. The female voters outnumber male voters, which is a very, very encouraging and positive part in the state of Mizoram. The service voters number is 5021, while persons with disabilities are 3058. There are 919080 years and above voters, and there are also 615 voters who are 100 plus. Now friends, the Commission is emphasizing a lot on the young voters. So catch them young. I mean, as soon as they become 18, we must get them into our electoral roll. So the SSR is also focusing on the young voters. So the first time voters between 18 to 19 years of age cohort are 40,934. And as I mentioned earlier, the role gender ratio is 1060, very favorable and encouraging for women.
Marking an unprecedented pace of infrastructure development in Northeast in the last few years, Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma today inaugurated the longest flyover in Northeast in Guwahati. Stretching 2.63 kilometers, the 4-lane Nilachal flyover connects Maligaon Sariali to Kamaikha Gate with an extended arm to Pandu Ghat feeder road. Built at a cost of 420 crore rupees, the flyover has been given a colorful touch with graffitis depicting the handloom craft and wildlife of the Northeast. Addressing the occasion, the Chief Minister said Guwahati will be made the gateway not only to the Northeast but also to the Southeast Asia.
দক্ষিণ-পূব এছিয়াৰ দুৱাৰদলি গুৱাহাটী মহানগৰীৰ বাবে আজি এটা অতি আনন্দৰ দিন। মালিগাঁও চাৰিআলিৰ পৰা আৰম্ভ কৰি কামাখ্যা গেট আৰু তাৰ সৈতে পাণ্ডুঘাট ফিডাৰ পথলৈ বৰ্ধিত অংশৰে নিৰ্মাণ কৰা 2.63 কিলোমিটাৰ দৈৰ্ঘ্যৰ নীলাচল উৰণ সেতুখন উদ্বোধন কৰিবলৈ পাই মই অতিশয় আনন্দিত হৈছোঁ। গুৱাহাটীবাসীৰ বাবে ব্যস্ততাপূৰ্ণ মালিগাঁৱৰ এই স্থানত এখন উৰণ সেতুৰ প্ৰয়োজনীয়তা আছিল দীৰ্ঘদিনীয়া। আমাৰ চৰকাৰে মহানগৰখনৰ যাতায়াত ব্যৱস্থা অধিক সুচল কৰাৰ বাবে বিভিন্ন গুৰুত্বপূৰ্ণ স্থানৰ লগতে মালিগাঁৱতো এখন উৰণ সেতু নিৰ্মাণৰ পদক্ষেপ লৈছিল।
Today is Raksha Bandhan. The festival is being celebrated with great fervor and joy in different parts of the country. President Draupadi Murmu has greeted people on the occasion and said the festival gives people the message of protecting the sisters, daughters as well as protecting the glory of the nation. Further, Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar also greeted the nation and expressed hope that the festival adds joy and happiness in everyone's lives. Prime Minister Narendra Modi wished that the festival will deepen the feeling of affection and harmony in everyone's lives. Schoolgirls tied Rakhi to the Prime Minister at his residence on the occasion. Raksha Bandhan was also celebrated in the states of Northeast. Sikkim Chief Minister Prem Singh Tamang flagged off Seema Darshan under the Vibrant Villages program from Gangtok this morning. Under the initiative, around 50 college and university students are visiting the Indo-China Nathula border to celebrate Raksha Bandhan with personnel from the Indian Army and ITBP. Later in the day, the Chief Minister also attended Raksha Bandhan celebration held at Samman Bhavan in the presence of the members of Brahma Kumari's officials and staff of the Chief Minister's office. Meanwhile, Rakhi Utsav was also celebrated in Tripura. State Chief Minister Manik Saha celebrated the festival at his official residence in Agartala. Women tied Rakhi to the Chief Minister and he said the government is committed to protect the women in the state. Children of Utsarga Social Welfare Organization, Khowai, members of NSS unit of Women's College and Tripura Legislative Assembly, among others, were present on the occasion. In other news, the government's decision to reduce price of domestic LPG cylinders by 200 rupees per cylinder for all consumers is received warmly by the consumers. Now the benefits for Ujjwala beneficiaries stands at 400 rupees per LPG cylinder. Reacting to this significant move, people from Lower Dibang Valley district of Arunachal Pradesh welcomed the decision and lauded the central government's initiative.
हमें बहुत अच्छा लग रहा है। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट जो है सिलेंडर का प्राइस कम कर दिया है 200 रुपया। बहुत खुशी की बात है। हो सके तो और कम करने से और भी अच्छा है, पर इतना में भी हमें बहुत खुशी है।
हमको ये बात सुन के बहुत अच्छा लगा। सेंट्रल गवर्नमेंट ने सिलेंडर का दाम घटा दिया 200 रुपया। हमको बहुत अच्छा लगा है। थैंक यू ये दाम घटाने के लिए। हम लोग को भी बहुत सुविधा हुआ है।
Union Minister Kiren Rijiju recently visited the Kameng sector in Tawang district, Arunachal Pradesh, and interacted with the personnel of the armed forces deployed in the Indo-China border. During his visit, he said the borders are very safe and Indian armed forces are fully capable of defending our territories. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has ensured the development of border infrastructure. Now, border roads and critical infrastructure are built as per need, he stated. In Nagaland, Chief Minister Neiphiu Rio today felicitated the first batch of successful combined Nagaland Staff Selection Board NSSB candidates and handed over appointment letters. 587 candidates were appointed under 45 departments in a function held at the Capital Cultural Hall, Kohima. Addressing the gathering, Rio hoped that the candidates will give dedication, devotion and fairness to serve the people of the state. Minister for Tourism and Higher Education Temjen Imna Alung and other senior officials were also present on the occasion.
3 LE Directorate, 10 L.
We being aware of a long-felt need for such a system in the interest of our educated youth, we took up first step towards it when the State Cabinet in October 2019 set up a drafting committee for coming up with regulations for the Nagaland Subordinate Services Board, the NSSB, taking into account the policy necessity as well as meeting the demand.
In sports news, the Asia Cup 2023 tournament has kicked off from today across 4 venues in Pakistan and Sri Lanka. In the opening match of the tournament, Pakistan is taking on Nepal in Multan, Pakistan. India will start their campaign against Pakistan on 2nd September in Kandy. The final will be played on 17th September in Colombo. 6 teams are participating in the tournament, divided into 2 groups of 3 each. In Manipur, 2 persons succumbed to injuries and 7 persons sustained bullet injuries in fresh firing between armed miscreants at Naran Sena in Bishnupur district on Tuesday. Press statement of Manipur Police Control Room stated that the combined teams of State Police and Central Security Forces recovered 20 ammunition and 7 explosives from Bishnupur and Thaubal districts on Tuesday during search operation. In Meghalaya, advisor to the Education Department, H.M. Shangpliang, said the government plans to implement national education policy even at the secondary and higher secondary level. While speaking to media, Shangpliang informed that they have already constituted the Education Commission and there are other committees like the Textbook Review Committee which are already in the pipeline. He further said implementation of NEP has already started at the college level.
Education Commission. We also have various other committees that are already in the pipeline now. So though we are in the mind of exercising to bring in NCERT books too in the present context of the books through the MBOS, and therefore this textbook committee will also do such exercise. And while you talk about the new education policy, we understand we are taking baby steps now to start implementing the new policy, and therefore the teachers need to be trained. There is a lot of work to be done, and the preparation have already started.
To end the news, the main points once again. Chandrayaan-3's Pragyan rover confirms presence of sulfur in lunar surface near South Pole. Election Commission of India reviews poll preparedness in Mizoram, issues guidelines to state officials. Assam Chief Minister Dr. Himanta Biswa Sharma inaugurates Northeast's longest flyover in Guwahati. Northeastern states join the nation to celebrate Raksha Bandhan. And Asia Cup 2023 kicks off from today. India, Pakistan to lock horns in Kandy on 2nd September. That brings us to the end of this evening's bulletin. Thank you for tuning in. Namaskar.